everybody. When we started our weekly visits to the museum via Facebook and video, we had started off in the front area of the hallway. And this is a section where the ladies work really hard at putting together very specific displays. Now, when we started, we did a tour of the Lucky Lake Main Street. Well, things have changed since then, so we've got a wonderful new things to explore. So as we go along, last week with our room 4, we showed some great harvest and tools and pictures, and so it's perfect that we should carry off with this. So we'll be talking a little bit more about harvest on the prairies. Harvest is still going for many. And of course, as we all know, in all the different sorts of the places in the province, it's always different. Different times, different stages, different crops, all of that. Now, speaking of crops, we do have a little game, and it says, can you match the name of the crop to the seeds it produces? Now, this is something that I'll throw a picture up sometime at a later date, and we'll get your guesses. I will not participate because I will not be very good. So, of course, our prairie harvest involved very large threshing teams at times. This one of particular is P. Clark's outfit and crew. Starting, of course, with the horses and cattle. And then moving into more machinery. One of the great things that my kids were very fortunate to take part in was the Western Development Museum thrashing demonstrations. As it really showed the history of it. Including putting the wheat in the piles. Collecting them later. This is a 26-horse team in 1903. It's pulling a wheel-driven combine harvester. This, of course, is a great shot. And the horse pulled wagon by the railroad tracks with the wheat pool car in the background. Some great 4-H groups in the community, Bursay, Lucky Lake, and many others. I'm sure many have some great stories about their 4-H experience. Be raising their calf. And showing it later on. Probably hoping to make a sale. And of course, with harvest, is meals. And all the work. Just a shot of our thing on pioneers. Meals in the field, it's always a tricky thing. Coming up with the ideas, keeping it warm, hauling it out. And of course, just with harvest, you also have everything that comes along with it. Canning, your garden, your sowing, your Saskatoon berry picking. The shot of our Robin Hood flower. And in the 30s, no rain, no crop, no money. My mother, Mrs. Elizabeth McGregor, washed and bleached flour sacks and used fabric to make my clothes from joy. And that, I know, is a story that many kids of the 30s share. Got our bread pan, our sifter, whipping cream jar, honey, and of course all the various different jars and such that would have the wonderful bounty. Of course, it takes a certain skill, I think, to make the jams and jellies. And this is fabulous record keeping by Billy Nichols, I believe. Of how the combine was going, what she made for lunch, dinner, supper, kept the men fed. What crops they were doing, where they were. Wonderful stories alone, just talking about the food and the meals. And I know everybody has their land locations that they call by different names. Trying to find someone in a field if you're delivering that meal, driving it out. We've got a few more nice things up there. So I'm really hoping everybody has a very bountiful and safe harvest. See you next week. Bye.